What's up, guys? So, for the first episode of Baking with Trippy, I'm going to be making the best vegan chocolate fudge peanut butter brownies. That's right, it's gonna be awesome. So, what you're going to need to make these bad boys is 2 1/4 cups of whole wheat flour, which I've already got in my large mixing bowl, 2 cups of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Now, if you're like me and you forgot to pick up baking soda when you're at the grocery store, what you can use is baking powder. All you have to do is triple the amount. So, what I'm going to be using is 6 teaspoons of baking powder. If you have baking soda, just use baking soda. 1 teaspoon salt, a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, a 1/2 cup of overripe banana mashed well. Now the reason it needs to be overripe is because you don't want to end up with banana chunks in your brownies. So you want it to be overripe so it's easier to mash and you don't end up with chunks. If it's not overripe, what you can do is put it in a food processor or a blender and basically just blend it till you get a nice puree without all the clumps in it. 1/2 cup of olive oil, 1 1/2 cups of water, 4 teaspoons apple cider vinegar, and last but not least, a 1/2 cup of peanut butter, which I'm going to be putting away for now because that will be used later. Alright, so what you're going to do first is combine all of the dry ingredients and the chocolate chips. So I've already got my 2 1/4 cups of whole wheat flour in here, so we're just going to add our brown sugar, our 6 teaspoons of baking powder, our cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, we'll just put our chocolate chips in there, and our salt. That's all the dry ingredients. So then we'll mix that together very well. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Okay, so now that we got all the dry ingredients, including the chocolate chips, mixed together in this bowl over here, we're now going to take a medium-sized mixing bowl and combine all of our wet ingredients. So that includes the water, our apple cider vinegar, our olive oil, and our banana. This looks oddly disgusting. Okay, so we'll mix all that together. Okay, so that's pretty well mixed. So now that we've got our dry ingredients mixed together with our chocolate chips, and we've got our wet ingredients mixed together, we're gonna pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. So we'll just pour the wet, oh god. That's my bad. I just spilled some, but oh well. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, and now, we're gonna mix this bad boy together. Okay. Okay, I would have to say that's pretty well mixed. Don't you think? I think that's pretty well mixed. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go grab my pan and we're gonna pour this into a baking pan. Alright, so since I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, I'm going to be using this fancy little baking pan that's gonna give me perfect brownies. You can just use a normal brownie pan, but I'm gonna be using this. So, first what we're going to do is just spray some baking spray in this mother hell. Well, actually, yeah, let's do that. Woo! God, what the hell? It's not really working that well. And with my pan, I've got to spray all these little edges here, and I've got to spray the bottom of this, so, okay, that's probably way more than enough. Anyway, that's probably way too much. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, well, actually, hold on. So now that I sprayed this, we're going to take this out. Don't need that yet. We're going to just pour this into the pan. And we will need a, where's my spoon? Where'd my spoon go? Here it is. We'll need a spoon to get the rest of this out. Ooh, look at that. Oh, look at what? I'm a terrible baker. Hold on. Let me finish. How did I miss this? Oh, I feel so stupid. Okay, so I'm not a professional baker. I do my best. So hold on. There was some flour in the bottom. We're going to pretend like that never happened. Okay, got that mixed up. God, that's embarrassing. Okay, I have made these brownies multiple times, and that's the first time I've done that. I don't know why. Okay, so I'm not going to get all of this out. It's too much of a pain. But I'm going to try to get as much of it as I can. Hold on. Okay, So I think that should be enough. Like this away. We're just gonna get it going here. Just make sure you've got it good. Now we're going to take our half a cup of peanut, which happens to have gotten some batter in it. Oh well. And we're just going to take, where's my thingy here? We're going to take just something, I don't know, something like this. Something. I don't know. And what we're going to do is we're just going to put gobs of it in there. Yeah, that works. I don't know why I'm using this actually. But, well, you'll see in a sec actually. First, what you're going to do is you're just going to put globs of it in there. That's a big glob. God, why am I like, I don't know, maybe it's the stress of you guys seeing me bake that's making me bake terribly. Because usually I'm not like this effed up when I bake. But what you also can do, which I didn't do, I forgot, is you can also melt the peanut butter a little bit, warm it up in the microwave, and you won't get this thickness that's really hard. So maybe you can do it a little bit better than me. But I'm doing it this way. I'm making a complete mess. Alright, so now I'm going to put this handy dandy little slicer in there just like that. Ba-boom! And what you're going to do is bake this at 350 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. So I'm going to go put this in the oven. So the brownies are in the oven. I'm going to do some cleanup and I'll be back once the brownies are completely cooled and we're going to try them. Now I've made these brownies before, so I'm going to do my best to act like I've never had these brownies before. So I'll be right back. Woo! The brownies are done! Yay! What the heck is that? They are done, but I'm going to be completely honest, these are not completely cooled. I have to leave for somewhere in less than an hour, and I have to put away my lighting kit and whatnot, so I'm gonna try to do this when they're still slightly warm and hot. What I did is I took a knife along the edges here of this fancy little device here to assist in the pulling out of this cutter. Hopefully, not much damage is done. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna try to carefully do this. This pan is still, it's warm, it's not too hot, but, so I can like hold it, but hold on. So I might ruin some brownies here, but let's see. God. Okay, so I'm gonna ruin several brownies, but that's okay. Okay, so I kind of made a mess, obviously. Then what you do, well, let me put this off to the side. Now what we do is we just take this bad boy out and plop it right there. There we go. Okay, so here's my plate. Let's get a brownie up in here. Which one looks the most prettiest? Okay, let's try this one. So these are still slightly warm. There we go. Look at that peanut butter. Ah, look at that peanut butter. Okay, so these are a little bit ugly looking, and actually these are quite hot. Woo! So it should be interesting. So there's the peanut butter. What did I just say? Okay, so like I said earlier, I'm gonna try and pretend like I've never made these before, which I have, but, so, here we go. Bon appetit! That's really good. Worst reaction ever. Obviously mine are already warm, but what I would suggest for you guys to do to make them amazing is to let them cool completely. Obviously, that's what you should do. And when you take a brownie, put on a plate and warm it up in the microwave, because they are amazing warm. Alright, so you can find this recipe and more on my website at PTrippy.com/recipes. If there's a dessert that you would like to see me make vegan, let me know in the comments below, and maybe I'll make your wishes come true. If you smiled while watching this video, please give this video a thumbs up down below. Also down below is the subscribe button. Click it now. I upload awesome content like this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so subscribe now to avoid missing out. Alright, so I'm PTrippy. I love you guys, and as always, thanks for watching. Hold on, I gotta...